Solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, 46.
Second down, Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Ajayi. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is Ajayi. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
CD, allow me to switch topics here for a second.
By all means.
Thank you. The Saints have won 6 in a row, and they've been a team that we've talked about a lot in recent weeks. This coming week, though, they play the undefeated Rams. That is going to be a blockbuster matchup.
And they get them at home. They get them in the dome. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. They are a true contender to the Rams right now. Okay, let's face it. The Rams are undefeated, taking on everyone. High-flying offense. Defense with a guy named Aaron Donald that can wreck you from inside. But the Saints are contenders because their run defense is pretty darn stout. Cam Jordan, their defensive end, never gets enough attention or recognition. And now they're unleashing the rookie Marcus Davenport off the edge at quarterbacks. He's playing better and better every week. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Drew Brees taking on the young quarterback Jared Goff. I think we've got a blast on our hands. And how about the running back battle? Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram from New Orleans, Todd Gurley for the Rams.
Buckle up. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
A CD looking ahead for Philadelphia. And at the midway point, they're 4-4. At 500 after a 6-point win last week against Jacksonville. But that wasn't an easy game. They almost blew that ball game in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they've had their struggles in the 4th quarter this year. Remember earlier this season on the road at Tennessee, blew a lead there and lost the ball game in overtime. Then at home recently against Carolina, 17-0 lead in the 4th quarter, lost that one in regulation. So they absolutely had to exhale at the end of this one and say, okay, we got one. This is good. We're back to even. And now they head into an open week before they get a division rival, the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to have to try and make a big push now. Washington sprinting ahead in that division.
Yeah, the Redskins 5-2 and on top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye.
Lion. What's this up?
They'll try to run with a J. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now this time Wentz will throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Elliott is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll begin the drive with a J. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run again with a J. And the hold closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Wentz now on first down. They set up the screen to a J. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Austin's got it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here go 47. Here go 46. Here go 46, 46. 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott dancing to his left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
We're going to 54. Why?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Prescott steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point attempt to follow here. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Great.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Wentz buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Wins to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it hits Austin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Here you go. Here we go, 46.
He'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go. Get out there. Here you go. Gun. Sweat and 8. 26.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Back to throw. Out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon God. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Now Cody Parkey, the former Eagle, has it teed up, and we are underway from Philadelphia. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses.
Throwing his Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go. Great.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gotta go, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Trubisky to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky rolling to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And
he did. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, CD, while we have a second, we need to give a congratulations to Adam Vinatieri. Earlier in the year set the all-time mark for field goals, but now he's the league's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
How about that? And that was a record that Adam Vinatieri himself said, I didn't expect anyone to ever approach that record, let alone myself. And going into the game in Oakland, a lot of family and friends wanted to buy airline tickets, get out there and be there to celebrate. He had a groin injury, and he said, hey, you might want to hold off on that. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to play. The play he did, and he set the record. He makes a strong case to be a first-ballot Hall of Fame guy when his time comes up.
That's something as a kicker. 2,547 career points. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Again, it's Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bannon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Third down here.
Let's go. Run the ball after this.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Now,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Lion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 8 and a first down. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They run with Ajayi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Go.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 120.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking sideline, incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense. The rest.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mike Bennett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. Cunningham now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take it across midfield and down.
Profits, must the yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, leaning out of body, say the man got me.
Yo, Tim. Mikey. Niggas scared to play me.
Thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged.
What's up, bro?
They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about
Mr. Gurley.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Gurley had a touchdown last week against the Packers, so that extends his streak. It's now 11 straight regular season games that he has scored, and he has 15 scores on the year.
And that ties the club record set by one of the best names in NFL history, Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch. I love that name.
And Todd Gurley leads the NFL in rushing with an even 800 yards through 8 games.
He leads league in rushes and in scores. Woo! Touchdowns.
Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch, Tom Fears catching passes from Norm Van Brocklin and Bob Waterfield.
Going back in the past.
It's a bad man over here.
This opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Fuck, I've never played against these motherfuckers either. This man's a problem.
And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Oh, it's just Cooks. That's Cooks over there. God damn. Little nigga for what?
On this drive so far, it's 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move to James.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here in this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
They might cap it off.
5-yard completion up 1st down. Here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now running right through it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
He didn't cover his side. Like, he was backing up. You had the flats. I don't get it.
Take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
I'm gonna fuck that bitch.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Ebukam in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Rams taking the field here with that 8-0 record. Their most recent victory over Green Bay, 29-27. 8-0 for the second time in franchise history, CD. Do you know the other time?
1969, head coach George Allen. The Rams won 11-3 that year.
They did indeed. And Jared Goff, if you're talking about that 8-0 record, one of only 2 quarterbacks under the age of 25 in the Super Bowl era to lead their team to an 8-0 start. And his hand is up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know who that other quarterback is?
Dan Marino with the Miami Dolphins.
You're 2 for 2. You rarely miss. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 25th.
That's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by Chris Long. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, Charles, hard to believe. We're already at the halfway point of the season. Less than 100 days now until Super Bowl 53. And right now, Chiefs-Rams, they appear to be so good. But give me one other contender in each conference that could press them.
Well, let's start in the AFC. If you're going to give me a strong contender or have me pick a strong contender, you never take New England out of it. And don't forget, New England has the victory.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout and stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on second down is gone. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is first and goal from about the 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Throwing again is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Again, Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, shifts past him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Yeah. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. I say, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walked into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Ajayi. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Wentz to throw on second down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate, 27 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And pulled in by Gathers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, just taking a glance real quick at next week's games in the NFL. Chiefs at Browns, that's kind of intriguing. Obviously, the Browns are struggling, Charles, but Mayfield and Mahomes, that's going to be a fun quarterback battle.
It's going to be a blast, isn't it? Maybe they can recreate their day when they played against each other in college, when Mayfield had transferred from Texas Tech to Oklahoma. Mahomes is now the starting quarterback at Texas Tech. Mayfield throws for 545 and 7 touchdowns, and the better game was had by Mahomes. Now, Mahomes' team lost, but individually, 734 yards, 5 touchdowns, and ran for 85 yards more. It's unbelievable. I thought both of their arms would fall off at the end of that game.
Those are some Big 12 stats right there. Now, you've got the stat sheet from that game in front of you. How many times did Mahomes throw it?
He threw it 88 times.
That's unbelievable.
88. I think that game ended probably 2 days later after kickoff. I mean, it's unreal how long it took.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards.
We got three down. Hey, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Prescott on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Again to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. A dump off to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out and out come the Eagles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wiggles free. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
And we see another back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Prescott, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots only going to be the second all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was it 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom Brady had a nice night, 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Aaron Rodgers, 368 and 2 touchdowns. I can't wait to see them go back and forth in this one. I hope it turns into that type of a shootout game where, you know, one team scores, here comes the other, and both of them have big, big games.
Do you think it's eating at Brady? I know he's had a lot of success, and he's never beaten Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know that it's eating at him, but he's the type of guy that is always looking for motivation, and at this stage of his career, he has to search to find it because he's done everything. Yeah, being down 1 to Aaron Rodgers, that'll be a motivator for him for Sunday.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 85 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one complete to Elliott. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before. Almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
On second down, Prescott again, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And again, it's Prescott. Flush to his right, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Ram.
Play action, now Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tate. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, 14 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own. And oh, it's blocked. Elliott now to kick this one away. A few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Austin's got it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Done. I've been finessing since the 8th grade, but now I'm getting paid just to show face. If you want me, tell that cake. Most my, but they never fake. Still won't pay the bill, even if I ate. I don't pay for meals, I don't go on dates, but I still get the cake. Cake, 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 cake. Toes on my page, they've been on my case. Block, block, in that same pace. I'm pretty, but I'm big poppin'. This ain't ordinary, got the gods watching. This ain't ordinary, just my Drake. He told me I'm the realest and them fake. Never play the bench, I don't play it safe. Don't cut your nose, just to spite your face. I stay living and I'm learning every day. Ay. Like I be chillin' f***ing with the real estate. Ay. You never set trends if you don't take risks. This ain't my opinion, that's a practice. Secure, secure, secure. The bag. Secure, secure, secure. The bag. Secure, secure. Secure, secure. The bag. I stay
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first down throw here for Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 66 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And shedding through the tackle. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lefty, lefty. Go.
On 1st down, Wentz flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Right side catch. This is Gates. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, he stays up. Steps away to his left. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. This 5-7.
Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Jay's gonna go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 62 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Chargers.
Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 52 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers now. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to get it running right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. The lead. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
I'm bringing it to you. My flag. That's it. 81.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Wentz to throw on second down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Great. Listen.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Oh, now he bowls him over. He finds an opening past the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch the... Sturgis adds the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gets great effort himself to finish off runs.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A toss play, Gordon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess.
And he takes it in for a... Melvin Gordon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Rivers on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Timmy Jernigan forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 3rd down, Rivers being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 56 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Nothing on that beat. Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have